Hi everyone, today we'll show you how to use Koalendar to make rooms and other shared resources bookable online. So we'll start by creating a simple booking page. Here you can customize your business organization name, an image, color. Then we'll head over to the hosts and resources section, which is where the real magic happens. We'll select add hosts or resources, rooms, resources. So we suggest using a simple naming scheme. For the purpose of this example, we're going to go with 2 meeting rooms and 2 computers. You can add an email associated with each one, but that's entirely optional, so we'll just hit add resources. Next, you'll want to remove yourself from the options, and over here you'll see each of your rooms and resources added. Under scheduling type, select provider will allow attendees to specifically choose a preferred room or resource. Meanwhile, the random selection round robin is going to maximize your resources by assigning the first available room or piece of equipment to their preferred meeting time. However, this is not going to allow them to be specific about which resource they prefer. The no preference option is going to make this button appear here. So this no preference option is much like the random selection or round robin option. It's going to randomly assign the first available resource if they select this. For the location, you can specify a specific address if it's in person or if it's online otherwise. For duration, we can add multiple duration options depending on the meeting type or purpose. Next, for pricing, you can specify a fixed rate, an hourly rate, or a cost per attendee. You can choose to collect payment through the platform by linking Stripe. And if you don't want to do that, you can go ahead and arrange payment outside of the platform. For the require approval option, this is going to make it so that you as the organizer are going to have to verify each booking before it's fully confirmed. And the option to allow multiple and recurring booking options is going to make it so that attendees can schedule either several bookings or a recurring booking in one go. And in the availability section, so we recommend using the same for all hosts if all of your rooms or resources have the exact same availability. If that's not the case, you can customize this per room. So you can see this on this side over here as we make this have a select availability that's different from the other ones. So here we can say on Mondays we're available, and on Wednesdays this is our availability, and that's it for this resource. You can also add a specific description down here, an image, a linked calendar. Again, this is the particular schedule that this resource will be available, any days it will not be available, as well as booking limits either per day, week, or month to cap how many bookings this resource can receive. So we'll hit save, and let's see, this first meeting room will make it available Tuesday and Thursday. We'll hit save. So this is this first computer room, so we'll want to see if this is updated. So yeah, now that we've edited this availability for Tuesday and Thursday, it's reflected in our booking page on this side, as you can see. You can do this for every resource. The start time increments are going to change in what intervals we'll see new bookings allowed. So you see here now all bookings are every 30 minutes as opposed to on the hour. The buffer is excellent and is going to ensure that you have enough time for setup before a new booking, as well as cleanup after and between bookings. The minimum booking notice is going to be the minimum amount of time you'll need ahead of any new booking. And finally, this maximum advanced booking section is going to allow you to define how far into the future you can receive a new booking. In the booking form section, this is a great way to customize all of the information you'll be requiring from attendees when they make a new booking. So here we'll be asking for name, email, whether or not they'll be needing guests, and we'll show you this on the booking page as well. So if we want a specific question, in this case, we're going to ask about technical support. You can choose what kind of answers you would also like. So here we'll make this a simple yes or no. We'll add the question, and here you see the question pop up on your booking page. Simple as that. Finally, the notification section is going to allow you to customize what kinds of notifications your attendees will be receiving ahead of their booking with you. And that's pretty much it. We'll save these changes. We'll head to the top here. We'll copy this link. This is perfect to share either by email, on your website, or anywhere else you would like folks to be able to access your booking link. So here we'll make a new booking for our first meeting room. Let's make it for next Tuesday at 10 a.m. And so here we have the option to add either another booking time or to make this a recurring booking. For this purpose, we'll just make this a one-time booking. Here we can add name. You'll see the price according to our charging rates. And we'll have an email here. We will answer this question and confirm the booking. So that's pretty much it. This is how you set up rooms or other shared resource booking using Koalendar. Give it a try and happy scheduling.